Sunday, April 12th. Dear Mom and Dad, letter from Steve Eng to his parents. I've been studying French this afternoon since the 6 weeks exam falls on next Thursday. My English test occurs the Monday following, so I'm halfway through since sociology and history are behind me. History I took Friday with 3 hours sleep. We studied by a tape recorder, i.e., I or someone else would read notes into the thing, and then it would be all played back as we sat listening in the dark. I feel it was enormously effective. After we had mastered the material which would give us some depth in the face of any possible questions, we prepared for specific ones. Having secured last year's test, we prepared the answers, recorded them, and played them several times. It may have worked. Don't be hard on Steve, since I have not mailed him his camera or miscellaneous clothing, etc., which he has left behind him. However, it looks like I'll need more than my present luggage to transport the quantity of junk I have accumulated. I do not yet know the detail for a second year at this place beyond the necessity of a sponsor somewhere in Europe. Have you considered the Millers in Frankfurt? If in the final situation I end up going home, I should far prefer attending George Washington and living at home to a dormitory residence at College Park. By the way, Winchester Castle, this is the most popular candidate for Arthur's Camlet. Is it the one you saw? Despite its circular table, was not the seat of the bygone Arthur, who, if he existed, was probably a pagan chieftain in skins instead of plate armor. The entire itinerary of your vacation sounds enthralling, as I hope your Italy trip will be. I envy your opportunity for seeing Salisbury, whose spire, I believe, is Europe's second highest. I hope you, Pup, try to improve upon Constable's views of the church. I hope you don't overschedule the next junket. I find it far easier to avoid a program as much as possible, since I found strange things interesting and am often bored by the presupposed musts. At the basketball tournaments before I left for Italy, I may have told you this, I saw Bushy Park beat Paris and talked with Noel and Janet Boda, cheerleaders, and M. Pratt's brother, who was a team manager. A letter from Carlton announced continued success at London U and a projected book from which he plans to begin this summer. No word from John Album yet, since he's in America, since one of his grandparents died. At Plymouth, did you see the church with the commemorative tablet apropos the Mayflower party of 1620? Be sure and walk Venice by foot, if you're allowed, and spend time at the Piazza San Marco. Try to get to the upper floors of the Ducal Palace and obtain a full view of the bay. The best vista is, however, from the bell tower. At Rome, don't get sidetracked at St. Peter's too much, since there are more inspiring churches elsewhere, if not so gilded. Try and walk through the Forum. Allow as much time as you can for Pompeii, and have a good time. Love, Steve.